night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms until midnight. Lows in the mid-60s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 20%. Now the extended forecast.
Alrighty, guys. Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all are having an amazing morning so far. Glad to have y'all here for a wonderful Sunday. Yet again of severe weather is expected. Another day, y'all. Nothing new here, basically. We've been seeing this pattern for quite a while at this point. But I got my camera fixed, thankfully. Should be good for now. It might be a little choppy, it kind of looks like. I was having problems fiddling with it all this morning, but anyways, but we're glad to have it working at least. That way you guys can actually see me and everything like that. But what's up, everybody? Hope y'all are doing good. Let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We have Carson, we have Daisy, let's see here. We have Pamela, Pamela. I'm so sorry. I know I really said your name wrong. I'm terribly sorry. Justin, we have Candade, we have Reasoned. Let's see. Tabletop here with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, dude. Saying how's Wilmington, North Carolina for today and tomorrow? You, my friend, are good. For today, you got a little thunderstorm threat out there. Possible. Let's see here. For today, you can see Wilmington's in that light green. So a chance for some thunderstorms. Tomorrow, it's actually a marginal. So you got a small shot for possible severe weather tomorrow, but overall, it's a pretty small threat in general. But thank you for the two. Greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, keep an eye out there for tomorrow. A few strong to severe storms could be possible. Today, maybe a couple thunderstorms, but, yeah. Let's see. Ice Cream says hello. What's up? Brenda says hello, everyone. Good morning, y'all. See, six good morning from Knoxville, Tennessee. It looks like we are in the crosshairs. Where'd you say? Knoxville? I believe you are, actually. I believe that Tennessee is included. Yep, look at that. Knoxville. And if you guys see the radar that's playing, this is actually the radar model of HRRR. And speaking of Knoxville, you can actually see how right over Knoxville, it does look like that there might be a storm rolling by later on this evening. So we'll need to watch out for that. Absolutely. Let's see here. Lynchburg, Tennessee got hit bad yesterday and might get another round today. It's very possible. It looks like Tennessee and Kentucky seem to be like the biggest days or the biggest risk areas for today. So if you live across Kentucky, actually pretty much most of Kentucky is in the enhanced region today. That's our threat for today. We have another enhanced risk, a level 3. Now, overall, this is the colors, you guys, for the possibility of severe weather. We have the dark green, we have the yellow, we have the orange. Obviously, the orange is the worst. But anywhere in these dark green areas, there's a possible shot for maybe a little bit of severe thunderstorm activity. I mean, obviously today's event is mostly targeting like the Ohio Valley and portions of the Tennessee Valley, the southern Midwest, and even portions of the Mid-Atlantic will be under the gun here for potential severe weather for today. All hazards actually is set to be a possibility, so we'll watch out for that. Let's see here. The Booze Traveler says it's extremely calm this morning in southwestern Virginia and eastern Tennessee areas with heavy clouds quick rising temperatures, and the birds are everywhere, more than usual, chirping nonstop. Yep, absolutely. Like I said, you guys do actually have a shot for severe weather today, even out there in Virginia. It's my home state where I grew up. Now I'm in Kentucky. But both of us got a risk out there for possible severe weather, so we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Scott says, howdy. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Good morning. God bless from West Kentucky. What's up, Bong? Hope you're doing good, man. Also a West Kentuckian as well. Let's see here. Where is it going today? Like I said, I mentioned that it is mostly going to be across areas. Once again, the worst threat for today will exist across like Kentucky and Tennessee. However, areas here, really throughout the entire Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley areas should keep an eye on it. Like I said, if you're inside this dark green area, so this dark green area is that level 1 of severe weather possibilities. Basically a 5% chance every 25 miles of seeing severe weather. Then we move into the yellow, that's actually a 15% chance of seeing severe weather every 25 miles. And of course we have the area in the orange, that's a 30% chance of seeing severe weather. So like I said, obviously, the highest chances for severe weather will be across like Kentucky and basically north central Tennessee, but there is a possibility that severe weather could extend all the way as far down south as like central Alabama, as far north as like possibly even northern Ohio even. So could keep an eye on it. Let's see here. How's Florence, Alabama? Florence does actually have a slight risk today, so you are in kind of that middle threat for today, so we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Tornado chance in Radcliffe, Kentucky. Okay, so I tell you what, I'm going to hop you all over here to the actual Storm Prediction Center's website to show you guys the breakdown here. So obviously here's the risk. Oh, I'm actually going to zoom out. It's a little far zoomed in there. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So yeah, here's that risk we were talking about. Once again, biggest concerns out here towards Kentucky and Tennessee. Tornado probability is actually pretty large, but it's not a high percentage. So what I mean is it covers a lot of areas here, but there's really not a high chance of having any. We are literally in the lowest tornado probability here for today. But like I said, literally all of Kentucky, the entire state of Kentucky is inside that 2% chance. So that guy, without even looking up your area, I can tell you right now you're in the 2% chance zone, considering that the entire state of Kentucky is in that 2% chance for possible tornadoes there. So not impossible. You have a better chance of seeing some damaging winds and obviously maybe some hail rather than tornadoes, but all hazards can't really be ruled out. So it's, they can't 100% be ruled out here for, for today. So let's see here. Let me look. Hello from Central Pennsylvania, home of Little League. We'll go have what? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. That's what I tried to say. I don't know what the heck just happened. Still kind of waking up. That's probably why. I was speaking gibberish there for a second. I was like, wait, what? Anyways, that's funny. Let's see here. Got a comment coming in here from Steven saying, "Hey Andrew and everyone, hope everyone is having a great 4th of July weekend. You as well. Glad to have you here. This is actually like my first, this is actually my favorite season, or favorite holiday is actually the 4th of July. Love it. There's just something about fireworks, cookouts, and pool parties. Just really sets the mood. Really awesome. Let's see here. Thank you for covering Radcliffe, man. I appreciate it. No problem. Anytime, dude. Let's see here. Hi from East Tennessee. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Kentucky and Tennessee are in their eastern areas not had any bad storms this year, but I wonder how much longer that'll last for those areas. So where I'm at, like I said, I'm actually live out here towards like Louisville, basically kind of northwestern Kentucky. So last couple of days, I've been getting slammed. Yesterday morning alone, I had like 3 storms between like 7 and 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. And then I had a couple other ones in the afternoon and evening hours. And of course, now we're under the gun again for more severe weather. Kentucky over the last week has been very active in terms of thunderstorm and severe thunderstorm activity, which is definitely out of the ordinary. This is definitely not really anything that's what am I trying to say? It's basically not anything that's been happening this year. We've hardly got any thunderstorm activity to just straight up getting a bunch of thunderstorm activity all at once. It's crazy, really crazy, a sudden change and everything. But anyways, let's see here. Well, Reason, thank you so much, dude. Welcome to the Tropical Storm team. Very sweet of you, man. Thank you so much for joining, and welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Ice Cream says it's Florence, Alabama, and the tornado risk today. I don't think so. I don't believe so. Nope, you're good. This far down south as the tornado risk goes today, which I will pull up the tornado risk right here. This is as far down south as it goes. So this is the percentages. I'm going to go ahead and exclude that. Don't count that. I tell you what, we're going to turn off that anyways. But this is the tornado probability. I'm going to hide the model too, so it's not too cluttery for you guys. So that right there, that's the tornado percentage here for today. Just like I said, 2% chance, pretty low probability overall, but here and there could be a possible tornado or two. It's not impossible, but across the United States here, in terms of that activity, yeah, we're literally seeing ourselves a pretty low chance for tornadoes today. So that's good. That's really good. We don't want any tornadic activity here. In terms of hail, though, hail is a different story. Pretty large chance across like the Tennessee, portions of the southern Ohio Valley, like Kentucky. Like I said, once again, Kentucky's engulfed. Same thing for Tennessee, northern Georgia, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi, northeastern Arkansas, southeastern Montana, southern Indiana, southern Illinois, southern Ohio, and western portions of West Virginia, western Kentucky, western Tennessee, western North Carolina, and northwestern South Carolina. So that's kind of in that 15% chance for hail. Then once again, damaging winds. That's what takes the cake, y'all. That's why we have an enhanced risk for today, is the threat for some wind damage. We're talking the potential here, y'all, for maybe some instances of some damaging wind gusts. I'd say 60 to 70 mile per hour kind of seems the ballpark of some of the severe wind gusts we could expect today. You never know. We could get some higher ones. We've actually had events where we've only had a 30% chance, and we've gotten some wind gusts 80 plus. Not saying it's going to be impossible today. I think it's a good possibility. So we'll have to watch out for some of those higher ones as well. Will I stream if I have a tornado warning? If I have a tornado warning, I'm going to take shelter, like you guys should. Absolutely. Let's see. Well, Reason says, what is coming to Orlando, Florida over the next few days? Love your channel. By the way, thanks for the great information. You're very welcome, dude. Once again, thank you for being a member on the channel now. Very sweet of you. Just typical Florida thunderstorms possible today. You can see you're inside that thunderstorm threat here. Possibility for a few thunderstorms. Tomorrow, same thing. For day 3, which I think, what is day 3? So today is, let's see, say Sunday. Okay, so day 1 is today. Day 2 will be Monday. Day 3 will be Tuesday. So Tuesday, looking fine. Nothing's really going on. I will mention to you guys, though, not specifically you, but I want to let you guys know in a little bit of a factor here. So, obviously, we have today's risk. We move into tomorrow's risk. We got another area. We're actually targeting the north tomorrow and portions of the mid-Atlantic and northeast and portions of the southeast. But look at this. We move into our way to Tuesday. Got a real big slight risk across the Midwest, the upper Midwest, Central Plains region. Pretty big risk out there. But that's not all. Day 4, I believe this is Wednesday here. Another big risk across the Midwest. Portions here even of like the, towards like eastern Colorado, possible, northeastern New Mexico. And then we move our way into day 5. Yet again, another risk out there. So we are seeing back to back severe weather days. Constantly, like I said, we're literally lined up for the next 5 days of possible severe weather here. So a lot of people in the country are gonna be expecting some thunderstorms here for the next couple of days because looks to be a pretty big risk. Which day is 4th of July? Let's see. Today's Sunday. Tomorrow, Monday. So 4th of July is on Tuesday. Okay, so that would be day 4, I think, or day 3. Day 3. Okay, so 4th of July, we're gonna have a big risk for severe weather across like the Central Plains region and the Midwest. Yeah, those areas out there. So heads up to like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, even Wyoming. Heads up to you guys because it does look like you guys are in kind of that decent threat for severe weather on the 4th of July. I'm going to make a separate video to this probably today. If not today, tomorrow, I'll be making a video on a 4th of July forecast. I do have to do a bit of coverage later on this afternoon and evening. So I don't know I don't know if it'll be here tomorrow or today, I should say. I think I'm probably going to schedule that for tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to schedule a video for the 4th of July forecast because that way it's literally the day after tomorrow is the 4th of July. So if I get it out tomorrow, it'll be the next day. So that should be pretty accurate data coming in from the models. But anyways, like I said, yep, really, really targeting those areas as of now. Who knows if any other areas could be added. But anyways, we just got to focus on today first. Obviously, we'll take this one day at a time. can't just absorb all of this at once because it's a lot to take in for several days. But let's just focus on today, and then we'll focus on tomorrow when tomorrow comes, and then focus on every day after that. I will probably be live on 4th of July, probably during the morning to do a personal forecast for you guys. I'd like to do that, especially on holidays. That way, everyone's going out, everyone's having cookouts, everyone's doing their own thing. I'd love to be there for you guys. I'm probably going to do an early, maybe late morning, early afternoon stream on the 3rd. On the 4th. So, Tuesday. We'll be live for you guys. Anyways, let's see here. Let me see what we got. Hey, from Northern Illinois. Also, just call me K for short. All right, if you can't pronounce my name correct. Let's see. Candade? Like Band-Aid, but with a K? All right, I'm just going to call you K. Yeah, I think that's probably a good call. Let's see here. It's like pea soup outside right now. Humidity is crazy. It is here, too. Yeah, I stepped outside earlier this morning. It was humid. Really humid. Viper says barely in the enhanced risk. I am barely in the enhanced risk myself, but I am in it. Yep. Yeah, like I said, we got to watch out Kentucky. Fellow Kentuckians here. And Northern Tennesseans, I guess you would say. Is it Tennesseans? Pretty sure. For my Northern Tennesseans here, and obviously my Kentuckians, yeah, heads up to y'all today. Got a pretty big risk. I mean, even other areas, like I said, even the yellow and green, you got to pay attention to because there's still a shot for severe weather. Let's see. I got a 15% risk of severe weather on day 4, says Logan. Well, stay safe out there. Day 4 is on Wednesday, I believe. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, it is. So that's Wednesday. So that's actually the 5th, I believe. I believe that's July 5th. So heads up to you. Keep an eye on it. Over here in Florence, got really dark, and the winds were really heavy. Let's see here. The winds were really heavy yesterday. It was pretty cool, but I stayed away from the windows because I know hail can kill or hurt someone depending on the size. It's not just the hail that can do that. It's actually the shattering of the windows that can cause a big problem. For example, if large hail hits a window, it's going to shatter the window, and all that glass is going to shoot all over the place, and you don't want to be next to that because that could get in your eye. It could, it could get real ugly. So definitely don't want to, do that. Let's see, Gibson County here says T-Star. Well, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing all right. See, yesterday had lots of rain. It was raining for like 5 hours. Yeah, here too. We've had multiple thunderstorms here yesterday in Kentucky. Crazy stuff. Let's see. Well-reasoned dude, thank you for gifting 5 memberships as well. This man is awesome. Thank you so much. That's super sweet of you. JW says my kiddo's in Lexington. Is that Lexington, Kentucky? Because if so, Lexington is in the enhanced risk. Got a pretty big risk out there for today. So heads up to them. Let them know. But anyways, thank you so much there. Well-reasoned, greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Ice Cream got one. We got Nirvana. Viper got one as well. We have Sly Record and Team Kenny. You guys have got the memberships. Congratulations, you guys. That's awesome. Very sweet of you. Let's see here. No problem. Happy 4th, y'all. You as well, dude. You as well. Let me see. But anyways, K. Emmett says hi. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. All right, guys. I tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and switch y'all over to the models because I do want to talk about the timing. What time these storms are gonna start popping off. I'm gonna let y'all know in that. So let's go ahead and hop on over here. So here is the models. You know what? I'm probably going to... I tell you what. We're going to full screen this because it won't reach the bottom of the map. There you go. Well, that's good enough. So you guys can actually see portions of Kentucky now. All right. There might even be a better... You know what? Let's go with this guy. There we go. All right. Well, then now for this, I'm going to zoom back in. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. So we have Kentucky here. Obviously, we have Tennessee. Like I said, those are the main areas here for today we got to look out for. So obviously we have a little bit of morning convection rolling through. But then look what happens once we approach like the evening hours. According to this model, the NAM 3 kilometer, we are starting to see some thunderstorm activity maybe kick around between 3-4 o'clock, starting here in western Kentucky. Maybe some in Arkansas. Maybe some there towards Missouri. Who knows? Maybe they're towards Mississippi. Those areas, just basically throughout the Tennessee, Ohio Valley, possibly. Then obviously we continue to track our way down in time. Now the main event obviously does seem to be kind of like across Kentucky. If you look closely, you can actually see this kind of a MCS, kind of like this big cluster of a thunderstorm. Almost a line of thunderstorms firing off here, really coming into effect here, kind of around 6 p.m. according to this model, rolling its way through Kentucky. And even like as we approach midnight, there's still a possibility that some of these could still be severe. And then obviously, slightly after midnight, daylight heating is lacked and the storms start to die out a bit. Then obviously the next day, therefore, tomorrow, we got ourselves maybe a few across the Mid-Atlantic view. But yeah, so that's what we got to look out for. Once again, it's mainly those areas there. Once again, Kentucky seems to be the bullseye point in which we will definitely watch out for. Absolutely. I think wind damage, yes. I really do think that wind damage is going to be a big concern. And actually, the Storm Prediction Center, I think they're about to do an update here. They do an update at 9 a.m. usually. So we're probably about to have an update. Now, what I believe, all right, this is what I think they're going to do. So right now for damaging winds, they have a 30% chance. I think they might keep, like I said, I think they might keep that 30% chance, but they might make it significant. I think that there's a chance for some even stronger wind gusts. I think they're going to pull a 30 sig. If you don't know what a 30 sig is, you'll see it. It's basically going to be like a big black net around the 30% chance, saying that there's a big chance for some, strong wind gusts. I think that's the main concern out of that line we were talking about. Usually out of lines of thunderstorms, the main concern tends to be mostly just damaging winds, essentially. Absolutely. Nevada says thank you. If you're talking to me, you're very welcome. Let's see here. Steven, thank you, dude. Member for 5 months. Cat 1 Club. All right, dude. Thank you so much. Saying, hey, Andrew, can you show the Mid-Atlantic area when you get a chance for future radar? Yeah, I think we just looked at that, but I can do that for you. I'll tell you what. I'm going to hop to a different website. We're going to hop a little bit more closer to the Mid-Atlantic. We're going to use the HRRR. HRRR stands for High Resolution Rapid Refresh. It's a fancy model. It updates every single hour. Supercomputers process all weather information every hour, and they come out with these models here. So, in terms of for tomorrow, actually, for today even, that's interesting. If you look closely towards like Northern Virginia, kind of shows like this little line of thunderstorms kicking off across the just kind of spawning just east of the Blue Ridge here. And obviously, that tracks its way here eastbound. But tomorrow, even over the nighttime hours, later tonight, possibly for a few more clustered thunderstorms across central Virginia. But this line here, let's see, we're going to hop back to 06. That's the long HRRR. Here for like tomorrow, though, during the evening hours, it's going to be a possibility for a few pop-up thunderstorms across there. I mean, you can even see those thunderstorms going all the way up. You can't. Those thunderstorms go all the way up even into like southern Vermont, even go right across Massachusetts. You can see right there, and even far down towards like Georgia and South Carolina. Like, yeah, pretty widespread scattered thunderstorm activity seems to be quite a likelihood. Really does, really does. Anyways, let's see. Penny says, "Hey everybody, what's up, Penny? Hope you're doing good. Let's see, how long will I be live? What's this ice cream? I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, this live stream, storms are still going to take a while before they fire off. They're not going to fire off until like this afternoon, this evening. So this live stream in particular is just to give you all a heads up, letting you all know what's going on for today with the severe weather. But we are going to go live later on as well in order to give you guys coverage in terms of, when the storms actually fire off. I'll be here to let you guys know what's going on with them. But this live stream is just to give you guys a heads up, just to let you all know what's going on out there. But anyways. Let's see here. Ren's the creator says, hello everyone. What's up? Hope you're doing good. See, I could get storms on the 4th, maybe severe, says Caden. I hope not. Yeah, we really don't want any storms on the 4th of July. Definitely is not a good thing. All right, let's see here. We got a little tropical system still ongoing. This is Adrian. Yep, this is the first named system out in the East Pacific. Still ongoing. It's a tropical depression right now. We're probably not going to have too many more updates on this guy. Problem is it's running in the colder waters. It's not really sustaining itself anymore. If I take a look, oh my gosh, the satellite view. There's nothing left on it. Oh my goodness, look at this. All right, here's the satellite view on Adrian. There's like nothing there anymore. You can actually see, though, there is still some slight, rotation from once it had its, low centralized, but seems like it is really dying out. There's no more convection, no more really storms on it, just a little bit of cloud cover. That's about it. But it's running into that cooler water, essentially, which if I show you the oceans here, go to the East Pacific, the storm here. So basically how it works is you have to have surface temperatures, your ocean water temperatures have to be basically 26 degrees Celsius or higher in order to, sustain or strengthen. But the storm is moving out in here, so you can see the temperatures are less than 26. So it's obviously starting to weaken. Really cold waters. I tell you what, out there in the Pacific, right there off the coast of like California, it was pretty chilly, actually. Yeah, we got a pretty chilly Pacific Ocean, East Pacific right now. And up there towards like the coast of the U.S. Pretty crazy. Let's see here. Let's see. Hello from Alabama. What's up? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. But yeah, that's what's going on. So that storm's gonna die. There's another area of interest in that yellow, but from what it looks like, it's a pretty low probability. In the Atlantic, I don't think there's anything going on here. I checked it yesterday, or early this morning, actually. Yeah, no, this only has a 30% chance of turning into a tropical system in East Pacific. Even if it does form, it's likely not going to impact anybody. So it's not, yeah, these guys aren't any concern, essentially. But yeah, like I said, obviously right now we don't have any areas of interest, AOI is what we call them, for any tropical activity. Let's see, the Gulf is super warm. Hopefully no storms enter that, says Lightning. Yes, you are very much right about that. The Gulf is on fire. Really warm. So remember, like I said, guys, if you just now joined us, like I said, basically the surface temperatures of the ocean have to be 26 degrees Celsius or higher to, sustain and grow tropical activity. Here is the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, look, those temperatures are literally in the range of like 30 degrees Celsius. For example, the Gulf waters out here is in excess of 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So in this area, just off the coast of Louisiana, it looks like the surface temperature of the ocean is about like 88 degrees Fahrenheit. That is really, really, really warm. Really, really, really warm waters there. Let's see here. When will Florence, Alabama get storms, says Ice Cream. Like I said, you have a shot today. But if you're wondering more of a specific timing, let me see here. Let me actually look at that for you. I'm not going to pull it up on that screen or on the main screen here, but it does look like maybe a few there towards this evening. Like this evening, I have a good chance. T-Star says, thank you for all you do. You're very welcome. No problem. Let's see. I'll be looking for you later when storms start popping off. Need to leave the house. Dog sit out in the country for a friend. Stay safe, everyone, and happy 4th of July. You as well, T-Star. And, I'll be seeing you later on. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing some coverage later today, y'all. So, we'll definitely keep y'all posted. Once again, this morning, just a forecast stream, just to make sure y'all are, staying aware of the situation, make sure you guys are prepared for it, and all that fun stuff. But like I said, y'all, my fellow Kentuckians, my Tennesseans, once again, I think that's what it is. You guys got to watch out for today. Once again, we got that enhanced risk out there, so we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Haley says, hi, Andrew. What's up, Haley? Barbara says, good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Barbara. Just gotten here this AM. Last vacation day today at home. Gone nowhere special. Worked on some of my vintage RV remodeling. Back to work tomorrow. Gotcha. Well, I hope you have a wonderful final day. Viper says, I'm under the gun for everything today. Be safe out there, Viper. Like I said, we'll be live here later on to give you all some coverage on it, so. Justin says, whoa, yeah. I don't know what you're whoaing about, but yeah, no, we got a bit of activity kicking off here still. Nothing really new, but just more severe weather. More and more. Let's see here. The fact my birthday is tomorrow, actually. Well, happy early birthday, man. Let's see here. Brenda says, thank you. You're very welcome. Haley says, happy 4th of July, Andrew. You too, Haley. You as well. But like I said, y'all, if you guys are just now joining us, like I said, once again, we got ourselves a pretty big risk out there for severe weather today. Once again, we are really targeting Kentucky and Tennessee here for today. Like I said, obviously, to my friends, if y'all live out here towards like Nashville, Tennessee, you got the biggest risk for today. Bowling Green, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. We have ourselves Lexington, Kentucky in the big risk here. Let's see here. Mostly south of Cincinnati. Cincinnati's kind of in that middle threat for today. So think of it as a scale from 1 to 3 today, because that's the highest the scale goes. So basically, the level 3 or the highest risk for today is across Kentucky and Tennessee. The level 2, that medium threat, is across a lot of other areas. All in the yellow here's in that medium level 2 threat, right? And of course, we have ourselves like I said, obviously we have ourselves the lowest threat, which is still a chance for severe weather. What I mean by severe weather is there's a chance for some damaging thunderstorms, producing some wind gusts, maybe 58 miles per hour or stronger. A couple of tornadoes could not be ruled out across some of the regions here, as well as some large hail, maybe up to quarter size, could be possible. So anywhere in the dark green, the yellow, and the orange, you got a risk out there for possible severe weather today. And if you're wondering what's going on in the light green, like this color here, that's all across a lot of the country, this is just a thunderstorm risk that shows there's a chance for some thunderstorms, but they're not expected to be anything damaging or severe. So they're not going to be anything crazy. Maybe just normal thunderstorms. Nothing too bad. Let's see here. Let's see when they update it. Did they update the SPC yet? That's what I want to know. I think they're going to... I have a feeling they're going to pull... Oh, they did 9 minutes ago. Oh, it looks like they kept everything the same. They did. They did. I don't think they changed a single thing on the SPC outlook here. Yep, looks like the same to me. They updated apparently like 8 minutes ago or 9 minutes ago now. Same 2% chance for tornadoes, 30% chance for damaging winds, and 15% chance for hail. Once again, I think they're going to pull that significant risk out there for that 30% chance right there in central Kentucky. I think they're going to be like updating it to significant risk out there. I have a feeling that significant wind damage is going to be possible, out of this line that forms later on this evening and afternoon. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. Did it get updated? It did. It got updated, but it's still the same, it looks like. It still looks like it is the same. So, but regardless, like I said, if it updates or not, or whether we didn't see anything new out of it, but still, regardless, we're under the gun for some pretty active conditions today. Let's see. How's Odessa, Texas looking today? Yeah, all are pretty good out there. Now a lot of Texas actually does have a chance for a few thunderstorms. That's what the light green says. But overall, you are pretty much good. The only areas that needs to watch out for possible severe thunderstorms is basically the western panhandle of Texas. That's really the only areas that we got to really look out for possible severe weather. Even Amarillo's included. Lubbock. Yeah, keep an eye out there for those guys. In the extreme northwestern panhandle, there's actually a slight risk out there. A little itty-bitty slight risk out there. I think for damaging winds, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, hail, not a concern, or not the 15% chance. So, the reason we have that slight risk is because of that, that damaging wind possibility out there. They updated the slight in New Mexico and Texas. Yep, I think, was this not, I don't think this was here a minute ago, was it? Yeah, this was not here a minute ago. I think this is brand new. They just now updated. I think that's one of the main updates they did. Let's see here. But yeah. See, thank the Lord they didn't update anything. Well, Viper, here's the thing. The severe storms happens today between like 3 and 5. That's when the storms are expected to start firing off here today. We'll probably be live maybe anywhere from 3 to 5, essentially. We're going to expect a live stream between 3 and 5. We'll be live sometime in between that. Now, the thing is that they usually update the Storm Prediction Center again, I think, at 2 p.m. Eastern. Or that would be 1 p.m. Central Time. So that's right before the storms fire off. So we have one more update to go through before they lock it in, essentially. So I think that... I honestly really think they're going to include that significant threat. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to need a significant threat there for damaging winds. So I think it's possible. I do. Let's see here. Eric says, good morning. Good morning, Eric. Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. All right, let's see. I'm gonna pop up the models, y'all. Look at this. We're gonna pull up the max hail size. Let's see, surface. This is based off of the surface. So here's the model. Once again, this is HRRR showing maximum hail size. So obviously, in terms of the model here, just estimating hail size. Once again, this is obviously likely going to change here. But according to the hail size, I believe it's in millimeters, so it's obviously not really that not really that easy to measure here. I wish it was in inches, but you can see some of the storms today is going to have a shot, at producing some large hail. I think especially, with that line that rolls through here for today. Yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of the hail activity is going to be mostly around Kentucky from what it looks like. This is showing the time of around evening, y'all. So just letting you know. This is about late afternoon, early evening is what we're looking at right now. Showing that activity. Lightning, yeah. Lightning seems to be a big problem. Obviously, lightning itself can be a danger. So, yeah, we'll need to watch out for a lot of lightning, too, because I believe there's a lot of instability out there in the atmosphere. Oh, yeah, there is. A lot of it, too. Let's see, about 2,000, almost 3,000 joules per kilogram. That's a lot of energy for thunderstorms. Think of that as the thunderstorm juice, basically the fuel. There's a lot of it. There really is a lot of that. Let's see, maximum winds at 10 meters. Let's see here. How gusty? Oh, yeah. We could get some pretty big gusts out of those, out of storms out through here. See, HRRR at max shows like, wow, look at that, 60-something. Don't trust this, though. Once again, y'all, don't trust that. That very unlikely to happen. Models are crazy. They're all over the place, trust me. This will be gone. I can guarantee you that this little area, this little pocket of 60-mile-per-hour winds is going to be gone next frame. Or next update. Good morning from the Ohio River Valley in northern Kentucky area. Well, what's up, Cordy? Hope you're doing good. Hope you are doing good. Did I see the day 4 outlook for Tuesday? Haley, yes, I did. We actually went over on the live stream today. We went over for the next 5 days. We already looked at all the activity that's expected out there. But, yep, no, we're talking a pretty big day out there today. I tell you what, y'all, I'm bringing the models over here for a minute. Let's see. We'll bring it over to this screen. Okay. Yeah, I briefly want to look at the models real quickly, you guys. I want to see more of that concern for, like, tornadoes. I want to look for that. Let's see. I'm going to use the wrap model. This is a model that refreshes, like, a lot. Here, let's go ahead and zoom back out to 100. But so basically for tornadoes to form, you really want to look at those lower level winds. That will really spark some tornadoes. So if you look closely, we have a little bit of a trough, that's what we call it. So you can see that little dip right there in the lower level jet stream. So there's a big dip that's going on there. So that's actually going to spawn the possibility for a few tornadoes today, I believe. Winds, about 20 to 30 knots, which that's enough to spawn a couple tornadoes. But the lower level jet stream, moving northeast here at like couple thousand feet up. Winds are moving at like 30 knots, which is about 35, 40 miles per hour, which it could spawn a few tornadoes, but I think they should remain quite weak. They're definitely expected to be quite weak out there. That's good news. The thunderstorm juice, on the other hand, like I said, there's a lot of thunderstorm juice that really builds in towards Kentucky. You notice how like Kentucky is all green and yellow here? That's showing like a lot of energy, up to like 3,000 value-wise. And like I said, obviously for thunderstorms to fire off, you only need about 500 for some severe weather to happen. Typically 1,000 plus is where you want to be, but we have about 3,000. So we have plenty enough instability in the atmosphere here for severe weather today. Let's see, Supercell Composite just gives you a good wrap up of what's expected. Really showing a lot of like central and southeastern Kentucky and a big boatload of possible thunderstorm activity. Because like I said, according to the models, it really shows like this line rolling through. As you can actually see here, according to the HRRR, the latest run. Actually, this has turned more different in the latest run. Look at that. Kind of showing like a couple of little lines, but we have this line going through like northern to southern Kentucky and maybe a few clustered thunderstorms in front and behind it. Seems like that's a new thing from the... Oh, wait, hold on a minute. That was actually an old model. Whoops. There you go. Well, still kind of showing the same thing, actually, but got to watch out for a couple of those. Any barbecue size hail? What size would be barbecue hail? Not exactly sure. Let's see here. Eli says, "What's up, Andrew? What's up? Is there a 15 significant tornado risk, Andrew?" No. Definitely not. It's only a 2% chance today. We haven't had a 15% tornado risk in quite a bit, actually. I think it's been a couple days. But here's, here you go. Here's today's tornado risk, y'all. This is the storm prediction there. That area right there, that little 2% region, that's the tornado probability for today. So we will watch those areas. Here, I'll even pull it up on this screen here and make it look a little bit better for y'all. So if I switch over here to the tornado probability, There you go. So that green area, that's a 2% chance of having tornadoes. So the areas where tornadoes are theoretically possible includes like Tennessee. Obviously, the entire state of Kentucky is pretty much in this, except for extreme western, southern Indiana even, and southern Ohio, even portions of like extreme southwestern West Virginia is in that small tornado probability. So let's see here. Did they update the wind of SIG? They haven't yet, but I personally think that they will for 2 o'clock p.m. update. We'll see. Obviously, later on when we go back live here for the coverage, we'll we'll definitely let you know about that. Let's see, car size hail. That would not be good. That would not be good. How does Indianapolis look today? Indianapolis, I believe, is under the risk. Yeah, you guys have a marginal. So, like I said, that's a level 1 on the spectrum. You have the lowest threat for severe weather, but just because you're in that lowest threat does not mean that it's impossible to see any severe weather. There's actually a pretty good chance that you might be seeing a few strong to severe thunderstorms today. Actually, a 5% chance every 25 miles. So, there is a possibility. There is. Let's see here. Anyone remember the July 5th derecho last year? Dude, I was in it. Wow. I don't remember it personally. I think I was. I don't think I was watching the weather too much at the time. I remember last year I did do a 4th of July forecast. That was a while ago. Golly, have my videos changed since then. I don't even know if I still have it up on my channel, but if you guys go back, like scroll down to my videos, you'll find a thumbnail with an American flag on it where I did a 4th of July forecast last year. You'll see how bad my videos were. Terrible. Real terrible. I can't wait to lose power again. I lost power on Friday night because of severe weather. Well, I hope you don't there, Viper. See, I only remember all the hurricanes and stuff. Yeah, that's me. I don't really remember these derechos. Unless it's like a serious event, like a high-risk day, I usually remember those, but usually whenever it comes to like, you know, most of these severe weather events, I usually forget them. Let's see here. Like, I mean, obviously, like December 10th, 2021. I remember that one very well. I was actually live that night, which was crazy. Let's see. Is my girlfriend safe to work today? Depends on where your girlfriend's at. But, yeah, I mean, even if you're in the enhanced risk, you're safe to go to work. Just make sure that you watch the weather. And if you're in a warning, obviously know where to go. That's all I ask. I mean, you shouldn't take off because of it, honestly. You know, I wouldn't take off because of it. Let's see here. Probably only remembered it because I was in it. Yeah, that usually happens. If you're directly affected, you tend to remember things a lot better than if you weren't. I think I was in Virginia last. No, I wasn't actually. I was in Kentucky last July. I was visiting though. I wasn't living here at this point. But I was in Kentucky last July. Yep. Let's see here. I remember last year on a Friday in July, we went home after. Let's see, youth pride. I went to bed. Gotcha. Am I going to go chasing today? Probably not. I gotta be real busy with the live streaming today. I'm gonna have to be live for you guys to let you guys know what's going on in the weather world. So, not gonna have time to go storm chasing unless I get a storm like right next to me. I probably will grab my camera and try to get some lightning shots. But anyways, because I live near Louisville, yeah. Who knows? I mean, I am in the enhanced risk. I am in the biggest risk today, but barely. I'm like right on the northern extent of it. I am like literally barely even in that little enhanced risk area. See, I remember December 15th, 2021, derecho in Iowa. Gotcha. Yeah, December of 21 was very active. Very active. I don't get hit with hurricanes because I live on a hill, but I found out that Ida flooded Philadelphia back in September 21. Never knew. Huh. Interesting. My girlfriend's in Florence, Alabama. Yeah, like I said, you're in a slight risk, man. I would not take off work because you're in a slight risk. That's not something I would do. But there is a shot for possible severe storms out there. But like I said, just make sure that you're paying attention. Check the weather app every couple hours, and just keep an eye on it. Because we could get a watch later on. Who knows? And who knows? Maybe a little bit of severe weather activity could happen. See, I might go to sleep for a bit longer before I get back to working on my RV. Says Barbara. I hear you. See, West Virginia had a strong derecho in 2018. Why does that sound familiar? That actually somewhat sounds familiar. What's the timing on Nashville area? Let's see here. Nashville. Let's see. You guys actually have... Okay, so the timing is going to be late evening from what it looks like on my end. Kind of showing like that, maybe that little line rolling through Nashville. Maybe some broken thunderstorms out towards Nashville. I'd say past 8 p.m. Possible. But that's what the model says. But like I said, models aren't perfect. Models are definitely not perfect. So I would expect thunderstorms from this afternoon to this evening. So, most likely later this evening, but we'll see. We shall see. I mean, obviously, I'm not strictly relying on models. You never should. Once again, they're far from perfect, but they're a good base to go off of what might happen. But anyways, well, guys, I want to go ahead and say, if you have not already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. We just now reached 13.5 thousand subscribers. Holy cow, you guys! I can't thank anybody but you all. So seriously, thank you so much. We love you guys so much. Really means a lot. It's crazy. Can I see bad weather forming? If you're in space looking at Earth, yeah, no, you can see thunderstorms from space. I mean, that's where our satellite imagery shots come from. But let's see here. When will this pattern change? Because the Midwest has been getting hit every day with severe weather. Honestly, it looks like we might be heading into a little bit of a break. It seems like over the next couple of days, we're shifting from like the Ohio Valley. It seems like it's shifting more to the Central Plains over the next couple of days. For example, like I said, tomorrow's risk, we have the Northern Plains included. The Ohio Valley is mostly out of it. Portions of the Mid-Atlantic tomorrow. Then we move into Tuesday, which this is for the 4th of July here. Then we have a risk across like the Central Plains, the Midwest, upper Midwest here. Let's see, and then obviously for the 5th of July, Midwest targeted again. It looks like it might be heading back in our favor. So we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see here. Let's see. I remember a huge windstorm on Friday in July last year when I went home and went to bed after video midnight. My mom woke me up because the tornado siren went off and I was touched by my curtain, and I touched my curtain. Why would you add I touched my curtain? Okay. Barbara says, when I go back to work tomorrow, my manager's vacation starts, and I'll be covering her all this week, her assistant manager duty. Well, I need a lot of rest between because I have no day off. Yeah, makes sense. Definitely does. I would do the same thing, I'm sure. I'm in South Central Kentucky. It's been crazy. I've been here for like 15 years, and I can't remember seeing anything like this. It's been pretty active. It's been pretty crazy. Like I said, I've seen multiple days of severe thunderstorms happen. Like I said, seriously, for multiple days now, constant severe thunderstorm. Constant severe thunderstorms. Like I said, yesterday morning out here towards Louisville, we had like 3 storms that happened between like 7 and 9 a.m. It's like, golly. See, I touch curtains too. Gotta touch those curtains. What does that even mean? Eli, what does that even mean? Like, is there something behind it to where like a luck thing? If you touch curtains, it's not going to be bad or something? I don't know. I am genuinely confused. My monitor keeps on cutting off for some reason. Anyways. Let's see. El Nino turned into a La Nina? No. La Nina turned into an El Nino. Yeah, we got an El Nino out in the East Pacific now. Warmer conditions out there towards the equator. But anyways. Storm, let's see. Storms with winds earlier this year at Louisville were crazy. Yeah. Like I said, it went from like nothing happening to straight up like activity just kicked off. I mean, it was quiet as can be for a long time. I mean, it was seriously quiet for a while, and it's like, yeah, we're just gonna put you in an active period for thunderstorms. It's crazy. I mean, we've had before this pattern started, we've only had maybe 1 or 2 thunderstorms. I remember. Like, barely any. Barely any. Let's see here. Storms with wind earlier this year in Louisville were crazy. I remember one, actually, I was in a warning for it was a severe destructive, what we call it, a severe thunderstorm warning with the destructive tag on it. I remember that being in that this year. Tornado sirens actually went off. I put a video up on our channel. I don't know if y'all saw that. But there was 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts that they tagged me in for it. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I don't believe it happened, although I think there was a couple tornadoes near Louisville that time. I don't exactly remember what day. I think it was sometime in, I want to say March. Maybe? I think it was March, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts they warned me for, and they ended up throwing the tornado sirens off because of that. Let's see here. Florida must feel so good after not getting hit with a hurricane since a few months ago. So, yeah, no, Florida's been real hot. Really hot. You know, my brother lives in Florida, and he kept on complaining how crazily hot it's been. I mean, even my girlfriend, she lives in Florida too. Pretty sure she's been saying it's real hot as well. I mean, it's at this time of the year, it's miserable in Florida. Can be. And this year seems to be a lot more hotter across Florida than it has been. I'm starting to think that El Niños, which the pattern we're in now, I really start to think that really heats up the South a lot more than normal. You know, a lot more than normally would. Therefore, you know, for a normal season. My monitor keeps on going. There we go. See, I heard a helicopter flew into a supercell a while back. Yeah, I heard that too. Early March is correct for the crazy winds. Gotcha. Yeah, I felt like it was March. Means it's going to get real hot where I'm at. That's not good. I can't stand the heat. I can take the cold much more than I can the heat. Heat can get brutal. That's the thing about the cold is you can just keep on putting layers and layers and layers on. And the heat, you can only take so much off before it becomes illegal. Essentially. It's like, come on. Let's see. Ian was real bad. Yeah, Ian was bad. I was actually in Florida during Nicole last November, I think. I'm pretty sure it was November. I think it was early November. Because I went down to Florida, I think, on November 1st it was, actually. Yeah, November 1st. And I remember it happened like a few days later. Like within the same week I got to Florida. I was there with my brother hanging out for a couple months. I've been getting great lightning picks, but having electric kicking off due to storms sucks. Yeah, for real. Yep. That's me too. I did get one yesterday. Here, I'll share it with you guys. I did get one yesterday. I posted my Discord server. Guys, follow, like I said, go join our Discord, y'all. We got some pretty cool stuff. We got some cool people in our Discord server. Let me see if I can find it. Like I said, it was a pretty good shot. It was actually a pretty good shot, other than the fact my camera had a had a stroke and completely just like you know, just the shutter was a big problem on it. Let's see. Let me load back. You know what? I'm gonna have to go to my photos at this point. Can't find it there. Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah. Here's my shot I was talking about. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. It's kind of hard to make out, but you see the lightning shot or the lightning there? The shutter freaked out because of that really bright bolt on the far left. If it wasn't for that, my shutter freaking out, then that would actually been a really cool shot. I was pretty disappointed. Yesterday's live stream had a lot of negative lightning strikes. So if you don't know, there's a difference between lightning. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. There's positive and negative lightning strikes. Positive strikes are the ones that go like zap, 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 that zap the same area over and over. Negative strikes are usually just a one-time gone. So, you know, if you have a lightning strike that just boom, gone, that's usually negative. If it goes, you know, multiple zaps, that's a positive lightning strike. Negative ones are less deadly. They're also more weaker. And positive strikes are more deadly and more stronger, usually more bright, usually more loud too. Just a little bit of a fun fact for you guys for lightning. But yeah, there's different types of lightning. I don't know if y'all knew that. Let's see here. I'd love to join. Probably going to join later on though. That's cool. Let's see here. Bro not even mentioning March. What do you mean? I literally said March. I literally mentioned March. See here. 2023 was the most corrupt tornado season. May was real quiet, but January and June were fire. Really weird. You know, I think a big reason because of this crazy. I mean, all across the country, the weather's been different. We can all agree on that. The entire country, something was different. And you know what also happened at the same time with all the weather changing and getting pretty crazy? A big shift in the Pacific oscillation. So we obviously had La Nina before. Now we have El Nino. So basically those equator temperatures out there in the surface of the ocean, right there. Here, I'll go ahead and show you guys on the map. So basically the El Nino takes place, and La Nina takes place right in here. Right across actually a little bit more further south, right in here actually. So obviously in these regions, it was a lot colder than it usually was. Now it's a lot warmer than it usually is. So in terms of activity changing, it's not just the U.S. It's a global thing at this point. You know, we are seeing a lot of differences that is kicking off here. But anyways, yeah, no, seriously, it's been definitely a little interesting. See here, March is normal. Yeah. Yesterday, 31 cows were killed by a lightning strike. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, that's not good at all. Yeah, severe weather is most likely to be stronger with El Nino. Is not. In some areas, yes, and in some areas, no. Now, it's not strictly reliant on. I mean, obviously, like El Nino and La Nina, it's not essentially like. What am I trying to say? It's not only that's the factor. There's also like other factors that come in place, like you know, like the North Atlantic oscillations. We have, you know, a lot of other oscillations. So basically, a lot of temperature. What usually drives the patterns crazy is the surface temperature of the oceans. I mean, obviously the Pacific is the biggest ocean, which obviously, you know, whenever it rapidly cools down, rapidly heats up, there's a lot of pattern changes. The Atlantic is still a pretty big ocean, don't get me wrong, but less effects are caused by the Atlantic, essentially. Anyways. Let's see here. Haley says, can I call you on Discord when you're done? I have a lot of stuff I have to do here after this live stream. I got to prepare for later on live stream, so probably not. I miss Hurricane Irma. I was just joking. I was about to say, Irma was mean. Irma was real mean for Florida. Let's see. When you have 13 days, winds above 65 miles per hour with storms, it's bad. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with Andrew. It sure has been different all over the nation and all over the planet. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it really seemed that started happening once we switched to El Nino. Like, so like I said, typically these phases last anywhere from, I believe, from like, I think it's like 4 to 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. It might be lower. I think it might be 2 to 7 years. I believe we've been in La Nina since 2019. And we were, throughout 2020, we were in a deep La Nina while we had such an active hurricane season in 2020. 2021 was a pretty active hurricane season as well. 2022 was, kind of average, in my opinion. And then you had this year, which is kind of slow right now. And that's expected because El Nino, the condition we're in now, usually means a more weaker hurricane season because of increased trade winds, a lot more stronger winds there towards the equator. That usually allows for, you know, the storms to die out. Because, you know, with tropical systems in general, basically they cannot handle the heat. They cannot handle the winds too much. Even though they are big wind producers, they can't handle winds that are foreign to the hurricane, meaning that they are not a part of the hurricane. So essentially, for example, what I mean is that you have a tropical system. I mean, you have strong winds that are just going right through the storm at whatever level of the atmosphere. If those winds are strong enough, it basically suffocates the storm. It basically prevents the storm from being organized, and it just cuts it off. So it can't grow, it can't sustain itself, and it rapidly decays, it rapidly weakens. But yeah. Let's see, 2020 hurricane season was bad. 30 named storms in 2020. Really bad season. Wasn't Laura part of 2020? I don't remember if Laura was or not. We'll see. Yes, I believe it was. I think it hit Louisiana, right? Yep. Yep. This happened. I think Laura was like one of the worst ones that happened in 2020. I believe it was a Cat 4 upon landfall. There you go. August 19th to August 27th, 2020. Went right between Houston and New Orleans, but it did impact southwestern, southwestern portions of Louisiana. See here, wind shears or whatever it's called. Yeah, wind shear is what it's called. Is what rips hurricanes. Yeah, it can. That's actually what happened to the Brett and Cindy out in the Atlantic Ocean. We had Brett that went through the Windward Islands and Leeward Islands here. Went right through the Antilles. The Lesser Antilles here went right over them, and then the upper level winds from the upper northwest got them. And basically rapidly killed out that storm, essentially. So, if you ever had a tornado watch, then you end up playing Battlefield 2042 on... What? You see a tornado coming through the city? What are you talking about, bro? See, yeah, it was bad 2020. Yeah, it was. Let's see here. Weather's going to be crazy today. It's what it looks like. Like I said, we obviously have today a pretty big enhanced risk out there. If I'll bring back up this. Yeah, once again, we got a pretty decent sized enhanced risk. Once again, Kentucky... Where I'm at, actually, my fellow Kentuckians and also my Tennesseans, got to watch out for today. Got to keep an eye on it. Because, like I said, today we got a pretty decent chance. 2% chance for tornadoes, damaging hail, 15% chance. In terms of damaging wind gusts, 30% chance. Like I said, I think this could be upgraded to a 30 significant risk, meaning that there's a chance for a few strong wind gusts. I'd say up to 70+ miles per hour possibility. Yeah. Do I play the game called Storm Chasers? I used to, but I got real tired of it real quick. There's actually a new game. It's been coming out for years now. At this point, I don't even know when it's going to come out, but it's called Outbreak. It's actually, I used to be part of the community a long time ago. It's a new storm chasing game that's trying to come out. I don't know when it'll come out, if it'll come out. At this point, it's been years. But I'm anxious for that. But anyways, well, guys, I tell you what, we've been live here for over an hour now. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a live stream. Just wanted to hop on here for a while just to, let you guys know what kind of, activity we're in store for today. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed talking about the pattern shifts as well. That was pretty neat. I really enjoyed, just doing stuff like that with you guys. Like I said, I really just enjoy, hanging out with you guys, just chatting a bit, talking about the weather. Here, like I said, obviously today, we're going to try to go live between like 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern. That's when I'm going to try to go live today. Like I said, for some reason, if it's later, like I said, I have a bit of stuff I got to do today, so it wouldn't be surprising if it was later. But I'm going to go between 4 and 6. That's my time. I'm, expected to be live. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow I'm going to do a video on a 4th of July forecast, and then for the 4th of July itself, I'm going to do a late morning, early afternoon stream talking about basically, the 4th of July forecast, personal forecast for you guys, and then actually for the afternoon and evening, I'm going to call it off because I have things I'm going to do for the 4th of July. I'm going to take 4th of July off, but anyways. But I just want to go and hop on here, also just say hi to you guys. Hope you guys are doing good out there. Once again, I have to give a big special thanks to our supporters for today. Let's go ahead and see here. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our supporters. Once again, really big thank you to you guys for supporting. We had Tabletop Geek for the $2 donation. Thank you so much, dude. We also had a big support from Well Reason. Well Reason joined the Tropical Storm Club first and then gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate it. And then, of course, we had Steven being a Cat 1 member for 5 months now. Thank you so much. All of you guys absolutely rock. We love y'all. Thank you so much for that. Super greatly appreciated of y'all. Really means a lot, and it really helps out so much more than you guys would imagine. Like I said, obviously, this is what I do for a living. This is essentially, what I do. So, like I said, any little thing counts. Like I said, I'm not asking for donations, but I will ask you guys if you could maybe hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and maybe share this to a friend or family member. Be greatly appreciated. It'll help get the word out there and all that stuff. So, once again, thank you so much. But anyways, y'all, well, once again, thank you so much. Like I said, obviously, you guys be safe out there. Like I said, we'll be live here back later on today. You guys take care. If there's any questions you guys might have, like I said, obviously, join our Discord. We have that down in the description. Follow us on Twitter too at NWW1162. You guys can send in the storm reports later on and all that stuff. So, like I said, obviously we'll we'll be taking a look at those in the live stream here later on. But alrighty, you guys. Well, once again, we love y'all. Please stay safe out there. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys here later on. All right, my friends. Y'all take care. See you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. See you then.
On North Elkhorn Creek, Georgetown was 6.0. Here are some nearby reservoir levels. Harrington Lake was 737.0. Taylorsville Lake was 547.5. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. Issued at 3:28 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For portions of south central Indiana and central Kentucky. For today and tonight. Clusters of strong to severe storms are possible again today. Damaging winds and large hail are the primary hazards, and locally heavy rainfall could result in flash flooding. A tornado cannot be ruled out either. And now the extended outlook for the period Monday through Saturday. Isolated to scattered thunderstorms are possible each day, mainly in the afternoon, and could produce locally gusty winds and heavy rainfall. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed today. General storm motion of the day. Storms will move from west to east around 35 miles per hour. Any users of the storm motion must be aware that thunderstorm activity can be erratic and constantly evolving. Please use this with caution and be prepared for changing conditions. More information, along with other weather, hydrological and climate information can be found at weather.gov/Louisville. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for Frankfort and surrounding communities. Today, showers likely. A chance of thunderstorms this morning, then thunderstorms likely this afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers with thunderstorms likely until midnight, then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight.